So is everyone familiar with like the little red box of raisins? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. So that's what I work on. That's what this shirt is all about. Okay? So I'm coming from, anyone know where California is? Yeah, so I'm coming from Fresno, California, which is in the central part of California, which is a place where a lot of food is grown that ends up on your kitchen tables. Okay? And this person here, that person up there, is actually a real person. Yeah. And she was born a long time ago. So somebody actually drew her over 100 years ago in a painting. Yeah. Say it again? Not the ones you're eating, but maybe. Yes. So Sun-Maid's over 100 years old. And Lorraine Colette is a real person. And somebody saw her wearing a bonnet, and they drew her. And when they were putting raisins in a box, they said she'd be great for Sun-Maid raisins. So in over 100 years ago, somebody drew her, and then we put her on a box. And she's been the same person on the box for over 100 years. Do you have any questions for me? I'll come back to you. All right. So let's talk a little bit about, as I work on imagination, I want to talk a little bit about imagination for you guys. So raise up hands. Who uses imagination every day or whenever the last week? Yep. Me too. Me too. And I want to ask a few of you, how do you use imagination? Raise up hands. Who needs a pink shirt? Yeah, so what she was saying is that she uses imagination to kind of fix stuff. Yeah? Yeah? Anybody in the back? How do you use imagination? Yellow shirt. I'll come back to you, no worries. You want me to come back to you? No worries. Buddy in the green. To have a... Oh, nice. You made a surfboard? Is that what I heard? Oh, that's fun. That is fun. Who else imagination? Black shirt. Yeah, she said to be creative. How about you in the red dress? Yeah, drawing. Fantastic. Right here in the front. You buy new shoes with your imagination. Fantastic. I'm sure your parents are happy about that. In the pink. You like to dance? Oh, dinosaur. Gosh, my hearing is really bad today. That's what happens when you get old, by the way, so don't get old. It's not all cracked up anymore. Put it in the gray shirt. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's do one more. You with the champion sweatshirt on. Fantastic. Okay, now let's talk about. There's somebody in this room, not yet, that is part of our board of imagination. Now, maybe. So here's what the board of imagination does. So, like I said, I talk back at work. I am the VP of imagination. Blah blah blah. But I'm old and I'm boring. So for us, we need to come up with some really cool stuff. So we thought, who thinks kids are the best at imagination? Yep, that's precisely why we came up with the board of imagination. Okay? And let me tell you, one of your classmates who's on the board, it was no easy feat to be part of the board. There are only between 5 and 7 members in the entire country that are on this board. Okay? There are millions and millions and millions of kids in this country, but only between 5 and 7 are board members. And these board members actually do have a job. It is a legit job. And number one, they help us come up with new products. So something that we're going to share with you that's in over here in a minute is something that our board helped us work on. Another thing too is the charity that we're working with this year came from the board's decision. All right. So a couple of things too. Now I actually want to introduce the person who is on the board. Yes, you have to come up here. And does everybody know who it is? So, who is that? Yeah, the guy in the blue sweatshirt.
Kaden.
Is he cool? Kaden, are you cool? Kaden, you cool? All right. So, talk to me, Jude, in terms of how have you been having fun as a board member?
Yes.
Is it more fun than you had expected?
Yeah.
Do you recommend people join the board?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you get like college scholarship and then stuff in the board.
Very cool. Yes, did you hear what he said about you can win stuff? So one thing, and we'll talk about, there's 2 parts to it. One of them we'll talk a little bit later, but Jude was also able to get a $5,000 scholarship for college as a result of being a member of the Board of Imagination. Who would want a $5,000 scholarship to be in the Board of Imagination? I know I do. And by the way, any of you or some of you will be able to apply when we do this again next year. So stay tuned. Just because we're here now doesn't mean we can't come back. Okay? What would you say to somebody who wanted to apply? What should they do to get to where you're at?
Use your imagination a lot.
And when was the last time you used your imagination?
Yesterday.
Or what? It was cool though, I would imagine. Did you use pencil, pen, computer? And where's this painting or this drawing? Very cool. Maybe you should bring it in tomorrow. You can share. Oh, actually, not tomorrow because it's Saturday, unless you want to work on Saturday. Okay, cool. Now, one thing. There's also, some of you guys also participated in what we call the imagination report. Or do you want to? Yeah. Sorry, the computer locked up. All good. Thanks. This is my teammate Kelly. Can everyone say hi, Kelly? She wasn't expecting me. All right. So, you guys participated in what we call the imagination report. Does anyone know what that even means? You do? Talk to me, buddy. What does it mean? I don't know either. No, a little bit. Okay, so this is what it means. We ask all of you guys questions on what does imagination mean to you here at the school. We got some really interesting learnings that we're actually going to share out with people outside of your hometown. It may even be on TV. Yeah, it might be even on TV. Okay, so a couple things. we asked the question of how do you define imagination? Okay, I'm going to say a couple of things and you guys tell me if there's anything missing. Number one is I like being creative all by myself and with my friends. It's a place where imagination is a place where I can have fun. Something that makes you, that you make up inside your mind, like a unicorn, or a three-headed dragon, or it could be real or fake. It should be creative and a happy place. Another thing we learned is when you come up with something creative, that's what you do. That's how you define imagination. And almost all of you said that you use your imagination almost every day. Does that sound right? Yeah. Sounds about right when we raised our heads at the beginning. And who would want to do more imagination? Agreed. That sounds about right from what we just learned from you guys. Okay. Who thinks what are the best ways to grow imagination? Who wants to green? Doing it more often, is that what I heard? Learning from other people, love it. Pink shirt. Can someone repeat that for me? By doing it every day, is that what I heard? Very good, sweetie. Nice job. Burgundy. Very cool. Thinking of new things. All right. So here's what we learned. What are the best ways to grow your imagination? We heard going out into the world, having time to try, playing and drawing. Does that sound about right? Yeah. Pretend that you are in a whole new world. Trying new things and enjoying life. And my favorite, never grow up. Yeah, I wish. Okay, so let's. So we've got, not only did Mr. Jude get something, we also have something for all of you that we want to share out for the school. So if Dr. Z can come up here. All right, this is just one of a couple of things we have for you guys. And this first one, Jude, at the count of three, you can turn it over. 1, 2, 3. $5,000 for the school here for all of you guys. Yeah. So, Dr. Z, I know you guys are working on it, but what do you think you guys are going to do? This is the head. What I use it for? What do you think you will do with that money, Dr. Z?
Well, I love using imagination. So I have started thinking this idea out with our teachers about what we might do with this. But I would like to broaden our imaginations to you all. So we're going to come out with a way you can give us ideas of how our school can benefit by using $5,000 from Sun-Maid. We will be very thoughtful, use our imaginations, and come up with something really cool for this group of people. So thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. So who thinks this is a lot of money? Who thinks we can have a lot of fun with it? how to use it. All right, can't wait to hear what you guys are going to do with this. So we'll stay in touch with you, obviously, as will Jude. We've got another thing that we want to unveil for you guys. Could you count to three? If you could hold that for me. Okay, actually, you guys help me count. We're going to count to three, right? Okay, it's a bottomless locker of snacks that is going to stay here at your school for an entire year. So this locker will be in the cafeteria, right? Dr. Z? Right. So this will be in the cafeteria. Dr. Z and your teachers will give you more direction on how you guys can access it. But from us, with my teammate Kelly, we are going to make certain that that thing is always full of stuff. So we'll work with your school to make certain that you guys get really good wholesome snacks when your teachers and Dr. Z says it's the time to do it. Cool? And this locker stays here, right? Yeah, it'll stay here, and then you'll see it in the cafeteria. Fantastic. All right, and then each of you today, or at some point, will also go home with your own goodie bags that your teachers will distribute to you that probably have some of the stuff that's in here too. So you guys will get those later today. Dr. Z and your teachers will make sure that you guys get those. All right. So in our last couple of minutes, anybody have any questions around a reason? I knew I'm not going to get that many questions from that one. Throwing you off. All right, buddy in the black shirt. Yeah. Yes, for Jude, it'll be a $5,000 scholarship for Jude for college, hopefully, or the higher education. So let me just tell you, as you get older, you start realizing that the five will end up becoming a lot more when it's time for Jude to go to college. Red shirt, red dress. Ooh, that's a good one. I'm going to ask the question, who thinks raisins are born that way? Who thinks raisins are not born that way? You're right. So, raisins are actually, who eats grapes? Yes! They're actually real grapes. And then what happens, and it's actually, if you come to our facility in Fresno, right now you'll see trucks and trucks and trucks of big crates of wood with raisins inside of them. Well, they were grapes not too long ago. So what happens is they pull them from the vine, they put them on the ground, and they're sun dried, which is why we're called Sun-Maid, because the sun made them. But they are grapes, and then they're reduced to these really delicious raisins. All right. Any question on who's going to be imaginative tomorrow? Buddy with the glasses. What are you going to do tomorrow to be imaginative? Science lab? Nice. He's going to be scientific tomorrow. All right. I think there's a question. Anybody wants to ask me I'm afraid you can say this, a random question. We'll see how that goes. Green. Yes, ask away. Ooh, good question. Okay, so it depends. It depends on the rain and how much sun. So great question. The question was, how long does it take for a grape to turn into a raisin? Okay, it ranges. Usually it can take 15 days, it can take up to 30 days. But it's all a matter of the rain and the sun. So if it rains while we're really happy about it, it's a little bit of a problem. It just takes a little bit longer to dry because it's dried on the sun, dried on the ground. Or if it's really hot, then it happens very fast. So right now, we're in good shape. We're in good shape. So everything's been okay. Obviously, we want more rain, but that's a fantastic question. Thank you for asking that one. Buddy in the back. Yes, you.
Is the locker gonna stay there?
The locker is actually going to go into your cafeteria.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So you'll see it. It's the red one. You ain't gonna miss it. All right.
What's your favorite flavor raisin?
Ooh. Well, first of all, does anybody know that we actually have flavored raisins? This is making me very happy. All right. So my favorite flavor is, we just launched this one about a year ago. It's a tropical punch. It's absolutely fantastic. Who likes Hawaiian punch? The drink. You're gonna love this one. All right, we'll do one final in the back. Yes, sir. Little louder, bud. Oh, no, it's all yours. This is all for you guys. Oh, no, on the contract. He asked if this costs money. No, you guys get those. Dr. Z and your teacher say it's free. All right. Guys, I can't thank you enough for having us. It was a pleasure to come from California. Molly came from New York. And like I said, we're going to be doing this again next year, so please, would love to have some more kiddos from here from your school. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you.